All right, so good morning. For those of you here in person, welcome. I'm Reverend Keith. This is our stillness meditation. This is the service before the service. And for those of you streaming in, I'm still Reverend Keith, and this is still our meditation service. So welcome. If you're tuning in now, streaming in live, I'd like to welcome you. We're getting ready to move into our meditation time. And our regular service begins at 10:30 a.m., which is our music and our message. Our meditation service is going to begin in just a couple of minutes. Just before we begin, a few reminders. If you are seasoned, then you'll probably just drop right into that beautiful state of communion with Spirit. If you're a beginner, that same thing may happen. Or you may use the centering at the beginning of our meditation as a way to get to that place. As the late and wonderful Wayne Dyer used to say, meditation, if you can think about it, and especially with regards to stillness meditation, is like going into the space between the words. That little space where it is seemingly empty, but it is actually rich and delicious and filled with the glory of goodness. So we're all here to participate, remembering that there are many types of meditation, whether it's mantra, whether it's activation, inquiry, visioning, whether it's movement, or whether it's stillness. We will be doing a stillness meditation. And in all cases, the golden thread that unites them all is that where we are communing with Spirit. And also there's unconscious meditation versus conscious meditation. Sometimes you're on a walk, you're on a run, you're exercising, you go into the zone, you zone out a little bit, you kind of let go of space-time, and you're meditating. The difference between unconscious and conscious is that conscious meditation has an intention built into it in all those various forms, whether I'm seeking providence as wisdom from the divine through an inquiry or a visioning, or whether I am seeking to bathe in one particular frequency of God. That frequency could be joy, beauty, peace, love, any of the eternal frequencies as we do in mantra. And then there's the intention you bring to the meditation in addition to the intention of the meditation. So if you have an intention, I'd like you to become aware of whatever that intention is. I'll give you a few of the intentions I might recommend. That it is super easy and super delicious, and I go so deep in meditation and communion with the divine, because truly, there is no difficulty in meditation. It is relaxation at its highest form. It is rejuvenation and revelation. And then if there's anything that you have an intention on, this is a great way to infuse and bring fuel to those intentions. It might be an intention of finding that sacred soulmate, or maybe it's expanding an experience of bliss or joy and wellness in my life. Whatever that may be, we'll just proclaim it and allow it to be. Once you've proclaimed your intention, then, as I mentioned earlier, I will center us. That is where we move from wherever we are. On a scale of 1 to 10, if I'm thinking about all kinds of things, and I'm figuring and I'm analyzing and I'm distracted, then the centering is what brings us down as we let go all of that to just dive into the meditation. And if you have only a 1 on the Richter scale, you'll probably get there much quicker. Wherever you are, whatever it is, a couple other reminders. This is a non-self-beating up zone, which means if you have a distractive thought like, when's this going to be over? Or what's for brunch or lunch? Or I'm going to go see so-and-so later today. Whatever that may be, all right. So you have a thought. But we're going to move into that space between the words. And we're going to relax. The rest will be self-explanatory. I'll center us. We'll stay in the stillness, and then we'll come out in a wave of prayer. I will also invite you to include that nothing of the inner or outer world, for those of us who are here live, we might hear a car honk or drive by or some kids playing or something. Nothing inner or outer will distract us. We will be unmoved by the temporal world. We're in agreement and we are ready to begin. And for those of you who choose to do this as a closed-eyed meditation, I'll invite you to close your eyes. If you're going to do it as an open-eyed meditation, you might just want to find one singular point to focus on, whether that's a point behind me or the chair in front of you or whatever it may be. And if your eyes wander, your mind will wander, so don't allow your eyes to wander. And for the other 98% of us, I'll invite you to close the outer eyes as we open the inner eyes. And we are now ready to begin. And as always, I like to begin by first giving ourselves permission to relax. Just saying to ourselves in our minds, I give myself permission to relax. As we invite, as we evoke, and as we allow the divine energies of peace and love, beauty and joy, tranquility and serenity, clarity and harmony to wash over us and to rise up from within us. Knowing we have no place to go, we have nothing to do. We are letting go of all concerns and all attachments. And so I invite you to once again become aware of your breath and your breathing without changing it. Just noticing the inhalation, the exhalation. Just feeling that soft breeze as it enters and exits through your mouth or through your nose. And solely through intention, we intend to allow our breath and our breathing to become fuller, deeper, richer, fresher, all on its own. With each cycle of breathing, you'll notice your breath is becoming wider, softer, and fuller. And as we allow our breath and our breathing to expand, I invite you to bring your awareness to your mind's eye in the middle of your brow. And without changing anything, but intending to allow your inner eye to open. And I invite you to imagine you are breathing through your mind's eye. Imagine for a moment you are inhaling from the back of your skull, exhaling from your forehead forward, and feeling the breath of light as the inner eye opens, breathing the breath of clarity and insight. Inhaling from the back of the skull, exhaling from your brow forward. And then letting go and allowing your mind's eye to continue to open and breathe and expand all on its own. I invite you to bring your awareness down to your throat center as we allow it to open. Imagine for a moment you are breathing through your throat center, inhaling from the back of the neck, exhaling from your throat forward, and feeling the breath of light as eloquence, elegance, and self-love. Inhaling from the back of the neck, exhaling from your throat forward, and then letting go, allowing your throat center to continue to breathe and expand, all on its own. As we bring our awareness down to our heart center, in the middle of your chest, with the intention of allowing it to open, blossom, and breathe. I invite you to imagine you are inhaling from your upper middle back and exhaling from your chest forward as the breath of light, the breath of beauty flows through your heart center. You can feel the energy of love, joy, and beauty cycling through the heart. Inhaling from the upper middle back, exhaling from your heart center forward, and then letting go and allowing your heart to continue to breathe and bloom all on its own. And bringing your awareness down to your solar plexus, your midsection, right where your ribs begin to fan apart. Allowing it to open and breathe. Imagining you are inhaling from your middle back, exhaling from your core forward, and feeling the fresh breath of ease, spaciousness, and effortlessness. Inhaling that breath of light from your middle back, exhaling from your core forward. And then letting go and allowing it to breathe and expand all on its own. Bringing your awareness down to your sacral center behind your belly button. And allowing it to open. Imagine you are inhaling from your lower back, exhaling from your belly button forward, and feeling the fresh breath of balance and harmony. Inhaling from the lower back, exhaling from your belly button forward, and then letting go. Allowing your sacrum to breathe and expand all on its own. As we bring our awareness down to our root, at the base of our spine. Allowing it to open and breathe. Imagine you are inhaling from your tailbone, exhaling from your pubic bone forward, and allowing the fresh breath of divine strength, fearlessness, and vitality to flow through your root. Inhaling from the tailbone, exhaling from the pubic bone forward, and then letting go, allowing the root to open and expand all on its own. And now I invite you to bring your awareness to your crown at the top of your head. Imagining your crown is wide open. Like the dome of an observatory, open to gaze at the cosmos. And you begin to feel the omniactive presence, the luminescent light, cascading over you, through you, and around you. You begin to feel your oneness with God. And on your next breath, imagine you are inhaling that light, the oneness, that divinity in through your crown, and feel the inhalation travel down along your spine into your hips. And it rounds forward at your tailbone. And as you exhale, you can feel tingles of light rising up the front of your body and releasing. This cycle of breath, known as the breath of light, is fanning the internal, eternal flame. And a contagion of light, as luminosity and weightlessness envelops the entirety of your physical body. Everything is softening, strengthening, illuminating. You can feel energy in your emotional body as your emotions recalibrate to compassion, unconditional love, and divine strength. And you can feel that energy in your mental body as all thoughts evaporate. And you can feel in the stillness the richness, the wisdom beyond words. And you can feel the energy of your bliss body. And it is here, in the eternal vibration of the soul, that we allow ourselves to rest, rejuvenate, relax in the stillness. And should your mind wander at any time, simply bring it back to the breath of light. And I invite you to bring your awareness back to the breath of light. On your next inhalation, feel the energy of the divine, your soul, the light. Inhaling through your crown, traveling down along your spine into your hips. Exhaling, releasing up the front of your body as we continue to expand the internal light. On your next inhalation, I invite you to imagine that breath coming in through your crown, down along your spine, the back of your legs, into your heels, flooding into your toes, and returning up the front of your shins and thighs, and front of your body as it releases from your crown. The full breath. And on your next inhalation, I invite you to bring your awareness down to the south pole of your energy field. Your 10th chakra, your earth star. If you were standing, you'd notice it about 3 or 4, maybe 5 feet, a meter beneath the bottoms of your feet. That's where you anchor and ground heaven on earth. On the next inhalation, imagine your breath coming in through your crown, traveling down through your torso, your legs to your earth star, and rising back up from your earth star through your heart to the highest point of divinity you can imagine. Cycling and grounding your personal expression of heaven on earth. We take a moment in deep gratitude, knowing that heaven on earth is the destiny that we all share. This is our personal evolution, to anchor it ceaselessly. We take a moment in gratitude and remember the truth that there is one power, one presence back of all life. And it is good, and it is God. And God is bliss and joy and beauty and peace, all the eternal frequencies converging as nirvana. We take a moment as we breathe that, we cycle it, and we remember what it means. That I am as thou art as I am. We are born, each and every one of us, flawlessly, eternally, doubly in the image and likeness of God Almighty, all good. Microcosmic expressions of macrocosmic brilliance, beyond our personalities, beyond gender, race, beyond titles, degrees, labels, nationalities, beyond neighborhoods, beyond any of the trappings of the persona. There is the eternal frequency, and we allow it to shine through our personality. And then we begin to experience being in the world but not of the world. And I am grateful to know that just by relaxing and opening to the vibration of your very own eternal magnificence, it is done. Through grace, through brilliance, through beauty. We have brought it down to the very essence and the very core of our Earth Star. We grounded it so, and we are allowing it to be so. We are allowing it to expand, taking us from glory to greater glory. And we agree by saying, and so it is. Amen. And whenever you feel ready, if you haven't already, you can open your eyes. And I welcome everybody back. If you need a little extra balancing and grounding, sometimes when you take opposite hands to opposite knees, that helps balance the masculine and feminine hemispheres of your body and also helps ground you. So welcome back. Good to see all of you here. Good to see all of you streaming. For those of you streaming live, we are going to cut the live feed in 3 minutes. We will bring it back up as we begin our live streaming service. our music and our message. And for those of you here, we will cut the live feed in that. You can move about the cabin, you can use the restroom, whatever it is you'd like to do, but we will be beginning in just about 3 minutes as well. And we will see you